Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, I am building a business with a really wonderful health and wellness company called Doterra. And one of the big questions I get asked all the time is whether or not essential oils are safe to use for kids and babies. And I feel like because I get asked this question so frequently, and because I myself had that question when I first got started using essential oils, I thought it would be a really good idea to do a video on it. So I have a 2-year-old son, and we actually started using essential oils on him when he was about a month and a half old. And I'll go into that in just a little bit, but I definitely had a lot of those same concerns. I wasn't familiar with essential oils. I didn't really know what to look for, and in my research I have come across a lot of information that I feel is really important to share with people who may be interested in using essential oils or maybe are already using essential oils on themselves and their families. One of the biggest things that I could tell anybody who is starting out using essential oils is that not all essential oils are created equally, and I myself fell into that trap of seeing essential oils at like my local health food store and thinking they were just a really good idea. They were really decently priced, and I didn't really understand that you kind of get what you pay for when it comes to essential oils. And because things like natural remedies aren't monitored really by the FDA, a lot of companies unfortunately can kind of put whatever they want on the shelves without really telling the consumer. So when you buy essential oils at like Walmart, I've even seen them at like Michael's, I've seen essential oils in the most bizarre places, you really have no clue what you're getting. Unfortunately, a lot of companies put additives and fillers to help dilute the oil, to help stretch it, to help make a larger quantity so that they can sell it for a less expensive price. I will warn you, if you ever see like frankincense for like $10 a bottle, you're probably not getting much actual frankincense essential oil. And with that, unfortunately, because these are things that we're putting on our bodies and sometimes even in our bodies, especially, on our babies, I knew personally I wanted to make sure that whatever it is that I was putting on my baby was going to be 100% safe. I put a lot of thought into even just like buying his lotion and his shampoo. So obviously I was going to put a lot of thought into which essential oils I felt safe using on him. So when he was about 6 weeks old, he had pretty significant discomfort. If any of you have had or have currently newborns or babies, you know that they get really upset stomachs, really bad gas pains, and there's really not a whole lot that you can do to help them through it, especially at 6 weeks old. And I was desperate. He was my first baby, and I didn't really know what options I had as far as helping him through that. So through some thorough research and reaching out to a few people in my life, I discovered Doterra. So I took a leap of faith and I brought a set of essential oils into my home through Doterra. Within, I would say, the first 2 hours of using this digestive aid blend called Digesten, diluted around his belly button like every hour, he was a completely different baby. It was incredible. And from that point on, I knew that they were worth every penny, and that what I was doing for my son was something that was really going to help him get through those really painful newborn days. So through my research, I really felt drawn to Doterra as a company because they really are just such an open book. On every bottle, and I'll show you guys a couple of these, but on every bottle there's a little barcode, and you can actually scan it on this site called Source to You and view your particular essential oil lot, like that batch of oils that was harvested, like the quality scores. So you know that there's nothing being added to it. And all of these tests are done by like total third-party companies, not within Doterra. until like just before they get bottled. Then doTERRA obviously does test them one more time before they get bottled, and then they get sent straight to you. So you know that what you're getting is the purest form of that essential oil, and you don't have to worry about putting anything harmful or just anything unknown on your body, or really just kind of wasting your money on something that's not going to be as effective because it's heavily diluted. So doTERRA is also just a really great philanthropic company. We source our oils from over 40 different countries worldwide. And in return, through a program called Co-Impact Sourcing, doTERRA actually helps these communities, these small farms, build things like schools and hospitals, and they just do really great work for these communities. They provide fair working wages, safe working environments, and I feel like obviously quality is massively important when you're using an essential oil, but also you want to know that the company that you're partnering with is a company that you respect and a company that has ethical practices. The kit that I actually got started with contained what's called the top 10 essential oils. Through doTERRA, they're the top 10 best-selling essential oils. They're insanely versatile, and you can use them for such a huge array of things. When we first got our essential oils, I found it really convenient to make a couple of blends to use on Noah, just because trying to hold a squirmy newborn, baby or toddler or kid down to apply essential oils can be kind of a hassle. So I frequently like to put an essential oil or 2 or 3 in a rollerball bottle and apply it to them topically that way, or I'll put it in a spray bottle. I'll talk about some of my favorite essential oil blends, in particular using the top 10 essential oils that we got in my first kit. So for digestive support, my favorite blend to use for him is Digescen and lemon essential oil. I use about 5 drops of each essential oil and fill the rest with coconut oil in a roller ball and apply it to his stomach if I know he is going to be prone to having some digestive discomfort, like if we're traveling, or if he has had a big meal, or if he's just been kind of showing symptoms of stomach discomfort throughout the day. These 2 essential oils together are really, really helpful and really gentle and really wonderful for little kids. Another thing that we like to do is daily immune support. So again, in a roller ball, I'll put about 5 drops of each Melaleuca, which is a wonderful cleansing oil. It's commonly referred to as tea tree oil. Lemon, frankincense, which is just an all-around amazing oil. It has so many beneficial properties, whether it be for skin or immune support, or even behavioral and mood support. And 5 drops of doTERRA's protective blend that's called On Guard. Now, this blend itself contains wild orange, clove bud, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary, all together in this one bottle. So by adding 5 drops of this, you're really getting quite a few other essential oils and their properties. These 4 together provide really wonderful daily immune support. I actually also have a roller ball with the appropriate ratio for adults that my husband and I both use daily, but for Noah we do, like I said, about 5 drops of each of these in a roller ball. I'll rub it up and down his spine once or twice a day. And the really great thing about this is it's just a really easy way to conveniently protect his body against those threats that kids are often encountering. And if he does actually come down with something, I will add up to 5 drops, probably no more than that for his age, of oregano essential oil, because oregano essential oil actually has antibiotic properties and has recently been studied through Johns Hopkins to have superbug killing powers that a lot of antibiotics, even prescription antibiotics, don't have or just can't even touch. So to have that in natural form is just priceless. So we'll add this to those 4 oils. Again, apply it up and down his spine once or twice a day as needed for up to 10 days. Because it does have antibiotic properties, you don't want to apply this or use this in general for more than 10 days. But we've actually never even really needed to use it that long. We've had really good success with using that for him. So another blend that I really love to use for Noah is my calming blend, and I will mix together lavender and frankincense. I can either do this in a roller ball or I even diffuse. I don't know if you can see my little diffuser over here, but he has one in his bedroom as well. And I will diffuse these together if I really need him to calm down, if we've had a really exciting day. In a rollerball, it's really great to take when you're traveling. They really have such a wonderful way of supporting him and keeping him calm, all while being very gentle and effective. The blend that I love to use for like respiratory support, if he's congested, if he has a cough, things like that, are Breathe essential oil, which is actually doTERRA's respiratory blend. Again, it's a blend of quite a few essential oils, but all of these essential oils together in here. Melaleuca, again, it's a really great cleansing oil. And frankincense. When in doubt, use frankincense. Like I said, frankincense just has such a wide array of benefits, so I like to add that to many of my blends for that reason. But these together, again, diffused or applied topically, are so helpful in helping open up those airways and help him combat whatever it is that's kind of giving him that cough or giving him that congestion. So that's my go-to respiratory blend. And anybody who has kids knows that kids are so prone to skin issues, whether it be diaper rash or dry skin, or, you know, God knows what causes these rashes that they get sometimes. So I'm so lucky that I have this arsenal in my tool belt, because one of my favorite go-to blends, and something that I always make friends of mine who have new babies, is my skin spray. Generally, I would say 90% of the time we use this for diaper rash. Noah doesn't get diaper rash very frequently, but I also use it as like a preventative for diaper rash. So we'll use it once a day if he doesn't actually have a diaper rash, and if he does end up getting a diaper rash, then we use it more frequently. We'll use it after every diaper change if necessary. But the blend that we use for that is lavender. Again, for its calming properties, lavender is really wonderful for calming skin in particular. Frankincense. Frankincense has a really great way of helping repair skin. And Melaleuca, again, for that cleansing property. So I will put a couple of drops of these. For Noah's age, he's 2. I'll do about 5 drops of each in a spray bottle, a glass spray bottle with about a tablespoon of coconut oil, and I'll fill the rest with distilled water, and I just spray it on his bottom, or, you know, if he has a rash on his arm or something like that, I'll spray it on the affected area once or twice or however many times a day that we need it, really. And it's just a really wonderful, effective, gentle way to help support his skin health and his skin repair. So another one of my absolute favorites is Deep Blue. It's called the Soothing Blend. It's really wonderful for helping kids get through things like growing pains. Noah, again, is 2, and he's kind of at that age where he's starting to kind of complain about his knees and his ankles being a little bit sore. So Deep Blue essential oil is really great for that. It helps increase circulation. It has wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, blue chamomile, helichrysum, and osmanthus. And it helps just relax those muscles. It helps soothe that discomfort that comes with growing pains. So I'll actually mix this in like some unscented lotion or some solid coconut oil in my hand, just a drop of it, and massage it over his legs. And it actually has a nice kind of like icy hot effect to it that he actually really kind of likes. So lastly, doTERRA actually offers a really convenient option for parents, or just anybody in particular, but I love it for parents because you can actually get those same top 10 oils all in pre-diluted roller balls, so you don't have to worry about diluting them yourself. But 3 of my favorites that I have in roller balls that I like to use and carry with me in my diaper bag daily are Deep Blue, again, just for those growing pains on the go. Lavender essential oil, really calming, so if we're out in a restaurant and he starts freaking out, we really like to turn to our lavender essential oil. And Melaleuca, just because if he gets anything like a scrape or a cut, I like to have this to just kind of apply over the area to just kind of clean it and keep it from getting kind of nasty. So you can actually get all 10 of those that I just talked about, though, in these pre-diluted roller balls. Again, if you have any questions about those, just shoot me an email. I'll put that email address right here again. But yeah, so that makes it just really easy and convenient for parents, which I love. I'm all about convenience. Two other essential oils that I find myself reaching for a lot within the past couple of months that aren't part of that top 10, but obviously you can still get them through doTERRA, are two oils that I really love for teething. That's another thing that I get asked a lot by parents is what is there to help with teething? I know even like some homeopathic teething tablets out on the market are pretty controversial right now. So I felt really comfortable using my essential oils for helping Noah get through teething. For the most part, I really did just use the lavender around his jaw to kind of just help soothe him and to kind of help keep him comfortable. But if it got really bad, I really loved to add some white fir essential oil to that. White fir acts like an anti-inflammatory, so it can actually help soothe the area, the inflamed gums, the muscle around the jawline. So that was really helpful. And lastly, if things just got really bad, and I say this with caution, because if you've ever had a teething baby, when they start to get those like canine teeth and their molars, I think those were probably some of the worst teeth for him to get through. I was so grateful for this essential oil. And again, I'm only sharing with you things that worked for my family. I'm not telling you you have to use them for your family. But this really did help us a lot. Clove essential oil is a hot essential oil. So it's very important to dilute any essential oil, but in particular hot essential oils like oregano and clove. They can actually burn your skin. But properly diluted, they are very safe and don't burn. So what I would do with this is in a big roller ball, like about the same size as these, which you can actually just buy empty roller balls online. But a 10 milliliter roller ball, I would put one drop, fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil, that like permanently liquid coconut oil, and rub it on my finger and rub my finger along his gums to help mildly numb his gums. We never had any issues with it. We got it totally cleared by his doctor. But that really helped him get through those really difficult teeth. And so I like to share that with people, but I do like to lead with, again, you have to do what you're comfortable with doing. It's your baby. Nobody's telling you what to do with your kids. This is just what worked for me and my family and my son. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, if you guys have any questions about any essential oils or doTERRA as a company or how you can get started, please feel free to email me, and I will see you guys next Monday.